Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, where last time I did the summary of what happened last time and loaded into the game, and the game just broke. Like, it just fucking broke. Like, assets weren't loading in, AI behavior wasn't, like, working, I was getting infinite loading screens, and after several restarts and retries, it just seemed to get more and more fucked. So we decided to not play Inquisition that day, and to instead, or like after like 2 hours of trouble of trying to reload the game, and instead we just started working on my D&D world map, and yeah, that was about it. So today, hopefully, I like reinstalled the mods. They like I uninstalled, reinstalled the mods, and I loaded in like earlier, probably about 20 minutes ago at this point, and things seem to load in fine. But we'll see. We'll see if it still works. We shall see if it still works. Okay.
Nothing to report, sir.
Wasn't even a long loading screen. Alright, so I already went in. My test was basically to level up the characters. So you.
Is it true that Kirkwall's Knight Commander became a statue?
Absolutely true. She's still there, bringing an extra dose of horror to Gallows tourists.
No one's moved it. I mean her.
And make it impossible for children to play Who's Brave Enough to Poke Meredith.
They don't actually do that, do they?
No, no one's brave enough to poke Meredith.
Well, I guess that answers who's brave enough. Alright. It's a two-handed weapon. I don't really have anything for you, do we? Except for this. I wish there was like a mark all as read or seen or whatever as viewed in this game, since it seems to be sorely missing one of those. And a nice rhythm to that. Too many breaches. Alright. I wanted to go to here. Put these on. If I had anything better. Flower storm. Alright. Okay. Alright. Think
Nothing to report.
one of my mods is not loaded in, at least. That is concerning. Okay, the quick looting one has loaded in at least, so that's good. All right. So we're going to try doing what we did last time, which was very simple. I wanted to go over here and see, you know, if I could handle it. Now that we're level 10. If I remember correctly, the enemies there were level 12 and stuff. My way over to the river. Yoink. I was like, what is that blue dot? I'm like, animal. I have looted that. And let's see, can I just follow this river? Down to where I want to go. Go down by the river. Did I just find a cave? A brief one. Okay. Oh. Oh. E. P. What is that? Oh god, I forgot they could do that. Now is follow damage the thing. Alright, we seem to be able to combat these now. Alright, you. Let me get you down here. There we go. Oh! What's all this? How did you get down here, buddy? Got fucking yeeted. Oh. I got yeeted. Getting pushed around by these things. Okay, we can handle the level 12 ones now. It's good. Plus. parachute power. I wonder if I can actually climb up this. Not fully. Partially. Alright, that's that. Alright. Now for another test. If fast travel works. Last time when we tried fast traveling, it was like an infinite loading screen. Okay. Game works. Now we'll just have to see if leaving leaving the whole area will work as well. I guess leaving this zone. Don't aggro on me, bear. I just want to kill fade things. Oh, there's like a thing over here too. I just want to beat up some demons. Suppose I should have tried saving before, huh? That guy's kind of frozen there, eh? Hello, Mancer, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm dying. Note this out. Don't let them get near you. Stop dying, Peru. How silly of me. Yeah, how you doing? What you been up to? Need to get rid of this fucking guy. This guy is proving to be a problem. Row. Jesus. I'm doing okay. How about you? I'm doing alright. I got like 9 hours of sleep. Book. Alright. That one was fucked. How far back is this gonna send me? Not that far back. Alright, I think we can get that. We just need to take out those fucking despair demons, because holy shit. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Of course, there's bears right in front of where I need to go. God damn it. God damn it. Bears have so much health. Who the fuck are you?
We've scouted the area.
So, spell the fuck out of these guys. It's the strat. That is noted. Till I forget. go. Boop. There. Barrack. Barrack. Like there. I get him? I think I got him. Alright. Yeah, we're good. Watch out for fucking despair demons. Alright. Boop. You come in here, bear. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Mushroom. Are you playing with mods? Yeah. If you do !mods, there's a list of what mods I've got installed. It's like 30 of them. Aha. Yoink. Letter found on a corpse. If you find this, the bleeding didn't stop. My family lives at the Red Cliff Farms. Maker bless you if you could take my last words to them. I didn't run. Didn't abandon them. I thought I could get enough to help, fool that I was. Mods, indeed. All I got was my guts torn out. A letter written in a shaky hand along with a scrawled map of the Red Cliff Farms. Rip Bozo. Would get those. Alright. Take the hunter's letter back to his family. Which is over there. Most of them are just like retexture mods and like slight gameplay tweaks. Going over that away. There it is. Mainly companion retexture mod so that they're not super shiny. Because for some reason, base game, all of the characters look like they're either sweating or oiled up. What are you doing? Played this on the Xbox, so I never really thought about modding this game. Understandable. Of course, I attracted the fucking bear. Yeah. I mean, there's not... You don't have, like, Skyrim-esque mods for this game where it's, like, adds, like, a shit ton of new content and stuff. Because apparently Frostbite is... Which is, like, the engine that this game uses is, not very easily moddable. There it is. No porn mods? Got it. I mean, there's like nude mods, but like... There's no like sex animation mods. Because like, you know, of course there's nude mods. Like, that's just modding tradition. We don't have shades. No. Yeah. Yeah. The most basic of mods. Most traditional of mods. Get myself out of that corner. Yippee! I'm sleepy. Get a nap. Hold on. Oh, what's this? Where does this go? Map of Farmland Cave. Treasure.
Nothing to report, sir.
Go take nap. We'll be back. Alright, have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Damn, we just deliver that like notification of a person's death just to their fucking to their mailbox. We don't like talk to them or anything. It's just got a delivery for you. Alright, Alright, now I need to figure out where this cave is. How do I... Is it possible for me to look at? A new crafting material. Intense fire spirit. Alright. Yeah, have a good nappy. Does it just like show up as a... Okay, it does. Confront Tanner in Redcliffe Village. Find the spot marked on the map. It's a farmhouse near a cave. Okay, I'm glad that doesn't actually just like show where it is. Farmhouse near a cave. Like a few farmhouses. There's also like a few farmhouses like over here. Also, these people need a new fucking roof. Eesh. There's also a farmhouse up here. Oh, everybody leveled up. Ooh. Like in Hurt, the worst mistake your enemies can make is whenever you score a critical hit, you regenerate stamina. Thunder and poisons last longer. Puncture blades and arrows bite deeper. You do more damage with your weapon while poison weapon is active. You gain health when you attack enemies with poison weapons active. It's pretty good. Both of those are pretty good. What is this? You have to pull yourself to it. Why would you want that? Let's start getting you towards that toxic cloud. Alright, turn the blade. Any blow you see, you can turn aside. All damage coming from the front is reduced. Ring the bell, crippling smash. Crippling chain. What is that? I was also kind of going for this. He can be like a person who gives buffs. Enemies weakened. Or stunned or knocked it down. Better than you. Except low spent for allies, taking a portion of damage. Switch it down this ability thing. Oh. Okay, so we do have a farmhouse here. Ooh. Eye out for caves. I mean, I could see it maybe being up there. Got to figure out how to get up there. And apparently in this estrarium up there. here. See. Not quite.
So
Oh.
it was just you, alone in the vast wilderness.
What are you on about?
The lone wanderer searching the world. What's he trying to find? Love? Absolution?
Try someone with a strong arm and stronger will to fight Darkspawn.
Yes, but what does that represent?
Wanting to kill more Darkspawn.
You're just like Sebastian.
Wanting to kill more Darkspawn, eh? Got that. Oof. Alright. Apparently I can't do that, I guess. Didn't level up Solus either. A bit more icier. I don't think there's a cave there. I don't think it's this place. Where else are there farms? There's like a few farms over in this area, particularly over here. Possible for me to find marks in the hinterlands. Got two apparently that I haven't found. Same with these. And we've actually done quite a lot of quests. How do I look at Codex? Character record? No. Codex, there we go. Maybe it's like in here. Ooh, maps. Farmland Cave. On that. On that. Journal entry. So it goes up. It's up on a mountain. Thing. A tree. And then up there. It might be this. And like it might be one of these caves. What I'm thinking. what I'm thinking. Now it's like marking all of the completed quests. And that does kind of look like that waterfall. That does kind of look like the building that it was. I showed.
I've put out the call to the farmers. I appreciate you driving those wolves away.
Right. Right. Not there. In that case, I do believe it's up here. Up this way. It's a path. Dead Ram Grove. In up here. Pretty area. But yeah, I guess it's gonna be up there, huh? Unless there's any other ones. Like if I can get up here. Doesn't look like it. I tried. Somehow jumped backwards there. So yeah, it must be this cave up here.
There must be something here.
Yep. I can very obviously tell where it is. Amulet of Aggression. Oh. So close to getting more influence. Not this. And then there's like a dragon over here. Got this. But I don't want to advance the main quest right now, you know? So let's just travel to Haven. See if we got any new operations to be done. Talk to our new companions. Don't think we ever found where, yeah, we haven't talked to Blackwall, for example. Okay. Alright, where can I find Blackwall? Blackwall has a quest.
Do you need something?
No.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Nug. War Nug.
A scout in the hinterland saw the Herald of Andraste. Said she sealed a rift and stopped the demons.
Yeah. Did that with several rifts. No special shipments.
You need anything here?
Where is he?
Safe at Haven.
Anything you can.
Battle mage armor 15. Jesus. Eesh. Looks like he's actually outside the wall. Man. See if I can get out of here through here. Rip. Now I gotta walk all the way around again. I thought this place would be up here on the map. Apparently I can't read maps.
Tell Mother Giselle, I run a business, not a charity.
I sell. What's this? There's my phone. Okay. Hello, Blackwall.
Maker, look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
I was lucky.
If I hadn't been saved by the Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
I don't blame you. At least you're honest. I don't blame you.
Being upfront is better than knife fear.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
Some worship me. I like that. I want peace.
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Indeed.
I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
You're strangely charming. I like how you
Let's
just
talk about
flirt
the
out of
Grey
nowhere.
Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
What the wardens do?
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still Darkspawn. Just because we kill so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Your role in the Blight?
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own, like always. Quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
Why are you traveling alone?
You haven't had contact with other wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
Where do wardens go?
So you have no idea where the rest of the wardens are?
Do you find that odd? The Blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
Fair enough.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me. Yes?
Let's talk about you.
I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Where are you from?
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher then. Ferelden.
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
So you have a
I
past.
hear that many wardens were once criminals.
You're right. And when you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
Fair enough. So you weren't always a warden?
What did you do before you became a warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
Why did you become a warden?
Why did you join the wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. Because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Very well.
Gotta call down for dinner. Get save. And we'll do that last branch of dialogue with him after break. Boop. Boop. I am back. I had leftovers for dinner. Brown rice and barbecue chicken. Pretty good. Anyways. Hello, M-Star. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome in. What's up? Barbecue? Nice. Yeah. Leftovers. Welcome back. We're playing Dragon Age Inquisition in preparation for Veil God. Whoop. Talking to this lad who just walked away from me. We're not gonna flirt with him.
What do you think of the
Yeah,
Inquisition?
how you doing?
I expected more men, better equipment.
Ah, dude, we
It
just
may
formed.
have Andraste's favor, but wars are won by men, soldiers.
Why war at all? Wars are won in many ways, Ed boy.
Brute force is not always the answer. There are plenty of other paths to victory.
True enough. Still, it never hurts to be prepared.
Yeah,
One thing
Lemur.
I will say about your men, they're passionate, devoted. You inspire them. Build on that foundation, and you will have an army that makes nations tremble.
Make his things your things. I can take his things whenever I want.
What do you think about all this trouble between the Mages and Templars?
Looking at it from where we stand, it seems inevitable. But that could be hindsight. How many of us actually saw it coming? Either way, I don't think the Chantry will ever recover.
Yo, dog, fuck that Chantry. What do you think of Haven?
What do you think of Haven?
It's a war camp that was once a pilgrim's refuge. It's the state of the world, though, isn't it? Holy ground turned into a battlefield. Pity about that temple. Would have been nice to see it.
Rip. Thoughts on my advisors, I guess?
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
Notice that was the only person you talked about.
What do you think of my advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of a man who's been through too much. He's seen the best and the worst of humanity, and I think he still struggles with where that leaves him. Still, I trust him to watch my back.
It's fine. He only had to kill his crush.
What do you
As she
think of
failed the
my
harrowing.
advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of
That's
a man
not.
who's been through
No.
too much.
We already talked
He's
about
seen
him.
the best and the worst of humanity, and I
Cycle
think he
over to
still
Liliana.
struggles with where that leaves him.
You can do it,
Still,
buddy.
I trust him to watch my back.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely.
Nope.
And craftier than you'd
He
expect.
refuses to talk about
The
Liliana.
Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Don't play Diamondback with Solus. You've been warned. Taught him the game last night. He turned around and beat me at it. Lost everything. Had to walk back to my quarters with only a bucket for my bits.
Ooh, ooh. What about our cause?
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Have you seen the stories Varric's been writing? His descriptions of me are colourful, to say the least.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Last time we dined, Sarah put away 12 potatoes, an entire roast duck, and 4 different tarts. I'm not sure where any of it goes.
But she eats a lot. Yeah, those emotes didn't work. Didn't work there.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Have you seen the stories Varric's been writing? His descriptions of me are colourful, to say the least.
You must have...
I fear for Cassandra sometimes, the way she throws herself into battle. I've never known a warrior like her.
Yeah, those are probably BTTV or 7Z emotes on Brahms channel. Means they would only work there. Will you speak
What
of
do you think
Liliana
of
now?
my advisors?
Josephine's lovely.
No.
and
He just
craftier
doesn't
than
want to
you'd
speak
expect.
about Liliana.
The Inquisition,
We should...
as you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
It kind of makes sense. She is a little bit spooky.
You know Arnsberg.
Quoting from Mancer's comments here. Ah, yeah. So yeah, he's got a sub to that person. Yep. Not my emotes, unfortunately.
Though you had granted them power over the very Fade itself, though they sang hymns of praise unending, though they could do anything, they destroyed nothing, created nothing, loved nothing.
Okay. Hinterland artifacts. Gotta go back to the hinterlands, huh? We never escape. We just never leave the hinterlands. They always beckon us back.
Apothecary Adon will have more poultices for the injured as soon as...
You no longer
Sigurd
sword.
says
Hey,
it will cost at least 10.
I got a staff.
Have you been able to save many people?
Has a nice little blade at the end too. I can stab people. With my mage powers. Can cast like sword. Or I guess it wouldn't be sword.
You
Yeah?
were saying something about Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Champions of the Just. Alright. Isn't a staff with a knife at the end just a sword with a long handle? A spear, if you will. Utilize Grey Warden treaties. Finding this on the war table things. Alright. The Inquisition is in its infancy. Building an organization such as this is like building an army. You need soldiers, weapons to arm them, food to feed them, and that's just the beginning. I joined knowing I could make a difference. I have Grey Warden treaties, and these allow us to take what's needed when needed. We do not face a blight, but surely a torn sky warrants as much concern. Consider it. Warden Blackwall. Oh. Hold on. One of my mods isn't working unless this one doesn't work that way. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. This could work. The Blight is but 10 years past, and Thetis remembers how we were saved. You can use the treaties, leverage the goodwill owed the Wardens, and use it for the Inquisition. Uh-oh. That is the second mod that's not working. Did I accidentally deactivate it? No, it's there. Either that, or this is a mission that has a timer thing. All right. Just in case, though, I'll restart the game. That might just fix it. And also fix that other mod that didn't load in. Blank screen. Alright. Quit. Put this on for a second. Wait, EA play. Okay. Right, launching again. Okay, we're not having to wait like 5 minutes for the game to register. That is closed. That's good. Much better than Tuesday. Last time I tried playing the game. Sadly, we don't even use the blade at the end of our staff. We just launch little orbs of magic from it. Okay. Doesn't matter, still orbed. We force our enemies to ponder the orb. Yeah, that's still not loading in. I think my frosty mods are what's not loading in right now. Let's see. Okay.
Did you see the message I sent?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. No way that we can check this. I know a way we can check this. Yep. That's not supposed to be there.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and on his maker.
So let's see, my diamod ones are working, but my... yeah. That noise isn't supposed to be playing either. Okay. Some reason, half of my mods aren't working. Figure this out. Figure this out. Probably why it's not taking like 5 minutes to load into the game, honestly. Needs more troll music. What's 7TV? 7TV is an emote thing. So hold on. 7TV. Let streamers kind of have extra emotes. It's kind of like a little plug-in. Okay, game loaded in. Here. It's if you've heard of like Better Twitch TV, it's like that, or like Frankerface Z, stuff like that.
I heard the Templars have withdrawn.
I've also got BTTV, and like yeah, a lot of Twitch streamers use that or BTTV there. You can like download them, and then if you're like a streamer yourself, you can like add a bunch of like community available emotes to be used on your channel. The drawback is 7TTV emotes and BTTV emotes are channel specific, so you can only use them on that specific channel, and like each Twitch streamer might have different, like assuming they use either of those, they'll have like their own set of emotes that are available. And like yeah, a lot of also like bigger streamers. Oh, a lot of bigger streamers who also use their 7TV or BTTV emote slots to add like additional channel emotes beyond just like what their subscription emote slots allow them to have. Very useful, very nice. So game froze for a moment, and that kind of worried me a lot. Okay, oh, there we go. That mod's now working. Okay, that's how I know that the mods are working now. Other than the longer loading screens. All right.
When there was no sky maker, you were
I
the
don't
sky.
know if Apothecariodon can
When
get you
there
that
was
many.
no earth.
All right. Now let's see if or table 1 is working. It should be. There we go. See, those times were reduced from like
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate?
30 minutes to 0.
Will pray for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
We wouldn't need mods if it's made it sick at the first time. True. True. But yeah, most of the mods that I have installed are retexture mods of like characters. the base game has for some reason the characters look like they're like just sweating up a storm, like their skin glistens, or they're like oiled up, which is kind of weird. Uh, and and there's like a few just like gameplay tweaks to make things more convenient and less time consuming. Utilize Grey Warden treaties. No showers, I guess, you know. They aren't using their Saturdays correctly. I was correct. Spreading word that the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens meant messages of support poured in. With the treaties in hand, we've managed to secure new recruits and donations of both gold and equipment. The commander will make good use of them. Josephine. Ribbon robes. Anything else? Don't look like it. Alright. Let us go. The Storm Coast. Love how Varric's card is literally just his fucking chest. Didn't select him for some reason. Alright. I had like a character creation mod installed at first, but I couldn't get it to work. Like the game would always just like get into an infinite loading loop whenever I got past the character creator. Like the initial cutscene after that. Which was sad. Very, very sad. Now we're back to the long loading screens. Let's go.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
Where are your arms?
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
I can't tell if she's missing her arms or if like she's got her hands behind her back. I'll look into it.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, your worship. That's a relief.
She's a
The
romance
soldiers
option
didn't
in
have
the
an
next
exact
game.
location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Okay, she had her hands behind her back. Storm Solitude. Is there supposed to be anything on the screen? Yes? Could be game. Might want to refresh. Hey, look, dragon. Got a big old statue. There's some spooky ass noises. Oh, oh, oh. Game's loading in.
This might interest you, sir.
Report.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Serpent Stone. This is a requisition. Storm Coast Geological Survey. Several dwarven academics at the University of Orlais have requested samples of ore from the Storm Coast. I also haven't found that yet. Where do we get obsidian? Oh, I guess I guess it would be near a volcanic area, right? Herbs! Are you able to see stuff now? Captain of the Chargers. Cleaning a house. Holy shit. Wardens of the Coast. Let's see. This one's like much smaller area. Like there's literally only 3 camps. Yeah, they really just went like all out on the hinterlands. Then everything else is just like super tiny. Dwarf. There we go. See some people down there. Building up there. Shards found 13. Out of 13, I should say. Laggy. I think the rain is making it the game like super laggy. The Winter Zealot. You ever just kill literally every NPC you come across? I almost always do that, and I guess that's weird. No. I usually play games for like story and stuff. Even Bethesda games, I don't really do the whole save game, massacre, town, reload save.
Chargers! Stand down!
Hello?
Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks. So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you could make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Nod location.
Nicely done. I hear you're looking for work.
I am. Not before my drink, though.
Fair enough. I do the story. I'm just a bastard throughout the whole thing. Fair enough.
I assume you remember Cremisius Aclasi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How expensive?
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
Definitely seem useful.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me.
The boys.
You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
No.
I've never heard of it.
It's a Canary order. They handle information, loyalty, security, all of it. Spies, basically. Or, well, we're spies. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
Yeah. Very open about that.
You're a Kunari spy and you just told me.
Whatever happened at that conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition? I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
Fair enough. What would you report back?
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Canary want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What can you tell us?
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
Cuts to red-haired character. Yeah, sure, you're hired.
Right, you're in.
Excellent. Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tervinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Saw a post on Reddit about Fallout New Vegas and it being impossible to play it and get negative karma. I was just silent, knowing I didn't know it was easy to have good karma. Based.
So in your books, the stuff with the spies is all wrong.
If only I'd had you around to consult.
That Blue Swan flies at midnight stuff doesn't work. Most times, you pass information on a dead drop. No meetings at all.
Ah, where's the drama in that?
Oh, can't you mess up the realism of something else? Like lyrium smuggling.
Good shit. Alright, Mr. Armbo. We'll give you 2 weapon fighting. You stand ready to deflect the next incoming attack and deliver a punishing counter to your attacker. Oop, oop. Mighty blow, you deliver... Oh, let's check these out. Spinning defense. Spin to win. Counterattack does more damage. Your reaction when you hear that, it's very easy to get good karma in New Vegas. It's like, oh, yeah, of course. Counter attack does more damage, now slashes in full cycle. Countering an enemy's attack now does bonus damage and adds to your guard. Alright, Mighty Blow. You deliver a powerful attack that crumples foes, leaving them knocked down for a short time. You do more damage to targets that are already knocked down. Alright, Shield Breaker. Your critical hits crack armor and rend shields, sundering your enemy's armor for a short time. That sounds very nice. Every critical hit reduces cooldown times on your abilities, giving you the edge to finish off your enemies. Okay. Almost strike. You lash out with a fast strike that briefly stuns your target. Whirlwind, you spin with your weapon outstretched, cutting through any enemies in your path. Alright. Put a batter through your enemy's defenses, doing more damage to their guard with every hit. That in and of itself sounds really good. Your great blows tear open the ground with a shockwave that batters enemies caught in its path. Now immobilizes enemies stuck by the second blast. Flames erupt from the fissure left by Earth's Shining Strike, damaging enemies that cross it. Okay. There's a loud-ass sound effect. Lightning Jab hits faster and harder. Staggering Strike stuns enemies longer. Okay. Well, this defense countering an enemy's attack now does bonus damage and adds to your guard. Okay. Easy target. Mighty Blow costs less stamina and deals increased damage against targets that have been knocked down. Okay. Stay down. Enemies knocked down by Mighty Blow are slower to get back to their feet. Okay. Consuming with your weapon restores your stamina for each target. Good. More damage now slashes in a full circle. Grapply, grapply. You attack a target from behind. Let's leave enemies weakened. Get your breath back faster than most. Stamina is very low. It regenerates more quickly. Oh, bot. Get the fuck out of here, bot. Get out of here. Alright. Wait, he still had 2 left. Active guard. We got this. Hmm. Just checking something real quick. Check and see what a good build for him might be. Iron Bull builds. Down reduction. Costs less damage and deals increased damage against targets that have been knocked down. Go for that. The fuck did that say? The message that I just found, it was just a person or a bot being like, hey, you want free views and probably a bit of malware on your computer? Click this link. Been a lot of them recently. Had a bit of a resurgence. At least on my channel. Oh, there's a cave over here. I don't like that. Oh, Deep Stalkers! I remember these little guys. Little cuties. Light, please. Nari battle axe. E9 leather. Just a thing that I can pick up. Whoop. First longbow. And all of this like a singular room. Somebody's house. Formerly, some dwarf's house. Climb the ladder. Can't climb the ladder. Miming, unfortunately. Was not fated to be. Never stop climbing.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
These guys, really? The north face. My game really, my computer really doesn't like this area. Oh, we have to kill a dog? What the fuck? Two dogs. My barry teeth. Serpent stone. needed that. Actually, Ben or PH Face, famous Western outlaw. Hmm?
I find the fall of the Dwarven lands confusing.
What's so confusing about endless darkspawn?
A great deal. Although that is a different matter. Dwarves control the flow of lyrium. They could tighten their grip on it.
It's hard to get the attention of the humans when the darkspawn aren't up here messing with their stuff.
You're active in the Carter. You know your people could tug the purse strings. You could claim sovereign land on the surface, or demand help restoring the Dwarven kingdom, but you don't.
You're not saying anything I haven't said myself, Jackals. Orzammar is what it is.
Oh, a book. Gonna have some soggy ass pages. What discipline achieves? We came first from the sea. The dreadnoughts took Parvalon at a stroke. We marched on the land called Saharan, then Ravane, and Tevinter Imperium. Our Videfari told us the Tevinter capital of Minrathous was unassailable, though it did not fall. Its walls were cracked with steel and Blackcoon fire. Greetings, Ryder. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. How you doing, Phoenix? Welcome in. We're playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Tevinter saw what discipline achieves. The boss called us conquerors when we brought them purpose. When we Tamasrans teach a child to read or a wilderness is made fruitful, is that conquest? Without the certainty of the Qun, there can be no reason. The boss raised 3 retaliations against our forces, pushing back in Antiva and Ravane. The Capethari, still adapting to the Qun's rule, suffered worst. The very people the boss sought to liberate. The land burned while the boss called us savages. Such madness and hypocrisy needed another answer. We signed the treaties of the boss to silence them and left. We will return. Patience is the manifestation of self-control. While the boss bicker amongst themselves, we prepare. What is time compared to the demands of the Qun? Tamasran teaching notes, recovered and translated. Doing pretty good. Doing a cross-country trip across the U.S. On the way to New York. Nice. Sounds cool. Welcome back, Nago. How was your nap? A Qun. Long ago, the Ashkari lived in a great city by the sea. Wealth and prosperity shone upon the city like sunlight, and still its people grumbled in discontent. The Ashkari walked the streets of his home and saw that all around him were the signs of genius, triumphs of architecture, artistic masterpieces, the palaces of wealthy merchants, libraries and concert halls. But he also saw signs of misery. The poor, sick, lost, frightened, and the hopeless. And the Ashkari asked himself, how can one people be both wise and ignorant, great and ruined, triumphant and despairing? I'm all groggy now. Rip. But do you feel less tired? I guess that's really a question to ask yourself after the grog, in a sense. So the Ashkari left the land of his birth, seeking out other cities and nations, looking for a people who had found wisdom enough to end hopelessness and despair. He wandered for many years through empires filled with palaces and gardens, but in every nation of the wise, the great, and the mighty, he found the forgotten, the abandoned, and the poor. Finally, he came to a vast desert, a wasteland of bare rock, clawing at the empty sky, where he took shelter in the shadow of a towering rock, and resolved to meditate until he found his answer or perished. Very Buddha-like. We're already almost done. We started from New Mexico, currently in Pennsylvania. Cool. Nice. Yeah. Thank you. How's your guys' day been? Been good? Been good? Got a nice 9 hours of sleep, so I'm feeling good. Been like getting to bed earlier recently, and it's like I've been waking up earlier. I'm like, what is this? Why is the sun not going down when I wake up? Why is the sun not fully up by the time I go to bed? What is this? I'm doing goob? Nice. Many days passed. Right. Yep. Me and my... Did you change shifts or jobs? No. No. My sleep schedule got so fucked up that it modestly fixed itself, I guess. Through just sheer tiredness. I mean, I'm still waking up well into the afternoon, but still. I'm not waking up, like, minutes before I start stream, or better yet, like, waking up, like, as dinner's being cold, so that's an improvement. Thumbs up. Many days passed, until one night, as he gazed out from the shadow of the rocks, he saw the lifeless desert awaken. 100,000 locusts hatched from the barren ground, and as one, they turned south, a single wave of moving earth. The Ashkari rose and followed in their wake, a path of devastation miles wide. The once verdant land turned to waste, and the Ashkari's eyes were opened. Gotta hear that you're all doing well. I do have to get going soon, though, as while we're traveling, I'm working on my accounting homework for an SQ. Probably know that a big headache while traveling. Yeah. Get that homework done. Go like 4 hours after your last stream and went to work. Oh no. Oh no. That last stream was 9 hours long and ended at like 1 to 2 a.m. Yeah, good luck with your cross-country trip as well. Have fun. Existence is a choice. What a statement. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is the source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is in our own power to create the world or destroy it. And the Ashkari went forth to his people. An excerpt from the Kyun, Canto 1. It's 2 hours difference than West Coast. Phones be like that, Phoenix. I'm like, how do I language? What? We got away that way, and then away this way. Right on the coast, cleaning house. Go up this way. Mountain climbing. Hop, 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 hop. We made it. Oh, there's a house up here. You know what I need to do more often? Save. That's what I need to do more often. Oh, hello. No, pepper. It's an elite upper. You immune to? Immune to chilled. And has cold resistance. We need to change. Oh no, he has fire. God, my game really does not like this area. One. Hello?
These must be the missing soldiers.
Murdered. Shit.
We should see that their families are notified.
This is why I kill everything. No need to have to try to think if the person is enemy. Gives you a head start advantage.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Eric, what are you doing out there? Bandit notes. These notes were found near murdered Inquisition soldiers. The paper is not crumpled or torn, as though it were left behind instead of dropped. It's not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We're the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they're worthy, let them come with the Mercy's crest. The blades of Hessarian will listen. You will only get yourself cast out, or worse.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hessarian.
If you're interested, it looks like we can challenge their leader.
Indeed. Hi, random archer. Yes. He shot me. Anybody else? Nay? I wonder how I get up there. For staff? The spooky ass noise. The ladder. Oh! Don't mind me, almost walked off the fucking edge. I almost walked to my fucking death. Rift over that way. Requisition Mercy's crest to challenge the bandit leader. Oh. What would we need? I guess that's what I need the Stalker hide and Serpent Stone for. Listen, them were woodpeckers. Good word peckers. What a word pecker be. Debate lord, I guess. I'll go back that far. Build a requisition. Oh man. Got 2 requisitions. Mercy's Crest. These special amulets are respected by the Blades of Viserion. By fashioning them, we'll allow our agents to negotiate with the cultists and perhaps gain some converts to our cause. Reward +1 power. Yep, 'cause that's what we like. Cultists joining our ranks. Good shit. Definitely will have no negative consequences. Just a random dude standing out there. We ignore him. Storm Coast Geological Survey. Several Dwarven Academies. Yeah, we read that one. Fire. Somehow the loot teleported all the way over to here. I'm thankful that they just threw their belongings at me. Bit weird that the bodies just kind of like, you know, evaporate into fade energy. A bit concerning. While wearing Mercy's Crest. Oh shit. Could that be this? Amulet of Aggression. Wearer of this amulet generates a small amount of threat when attacking. Aggression. You get cold resistance. I think we really have those for you. Does the character have a dick? Hmm? What do you mean? Nani? Was there a woman before? Oop. My party. Control like a party of characters in this game. Neat. Yeah. Damn. Onko, target explodes for 75% weapon damage. Jeez. Apparently a weapon. Sigil of Philanderis. Nug totem. Oh. Yeah, the entire Dragon Age series, you have sort of like a party, or like a party-based RPG. Why is there now a quest here?
This might interest you, sir.
Yeah?
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Salvage ships. The number of ships washed up on the shores of the Storm Coast could be salvaged for use by the Inquisition. I've already got the things for it, so might as well. Wink. Anything else? Yes.
This might interest you, sir.
Yeah?
What is it?
Good camera angle. Anti-venom requisition on the coast. That and spider ichor. Ew. Spiders have become a problem for scouts. Inquisition healers have asked for supplies to increase our stores of anti-venom. Neko? What's up? Neko? Ryder? Bliss? Yeah? I think you're thinking of Bliss's channel. So I do believe yours is Necomancer. Nug. It's the full username, right? Yeah. I don't think I have one. Beware of falling rocks. So glad I picked that emote. How do you do, fellow chatters?
So, you're Ben Hazareth, huh? The spies of the Kunari.
Oh, you've heard of us?
I spent some time in Kirkwall.
That must have been fun.
You could say that.
It's a good emo. Pretty sure allied AI would move more. Tend not to do that. They just stay in place. I'm gonna attack the Nug. Oh, random ass book. Rip that guy. A supply list. A meticulous list of necessary supplies found in the bird watcher's journal. Rations, boots, rope, several lengths, sword for show, towel, tinder and flint, charcoal, spare paper, bedroll, Elf root. Something missing. Should be fine. Climbing gear. On the phone. Answer that phone call. On the coast, holding the storm coast, wardens of the coast. Challenge the bandit leader while wearing Mercy's Crest. Let's just make a save. Why not? Yeah, his name was a pun on necromancer. Changed it to neko, which is like the Japanese word for cat. See where this goes. Little cleft. Cave? Forgot. Scooter. Yep. There we go. I guess we killed everything. Deeper. One of the work runes. Got one spooter. One spooter. Picture. Okay, they respawn. Just the deep stalkers did. Suppose probably just going back and forth here, just getting them to respawn. Wonder if it's a timer thing or just like a distance thing. It's a distance thing. Varric, why are you using a crossbow and just running to the front? One more. Uno mas. When this game initially came out, they're like, enemies didn't respawn from what I remember. And I recall that during their like showcases and stuff of the game, new trial reward is available. They were like, yeah, that's a feature, them not respawning. And everybody was like, what the fuck? I guess one of the patches or DLCs added respawns for enemies and stuff. I just seem to remember that not being a thing when I played this like 10 years ago, before the DLCs came out. What was it like back then? Modless. I mean, it more or less the same, just without the enemies respawning. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do what I just did to get those spider ichors, like, back then. And also, without the mods, the character movement would be slower. And there would be like looting animations as well. So it'd be like, the game was like pretty slow paced back then. Though I've got mods to kind of speed things up. Make the game less time consuming. Okay. These aren't openly hostile. I have a potion, my guy. Like, otherwise, like, I haven't really installed any mods that add, like, new content. Not that there really were much in that regard.
Someone's come with a challenge.
The others failed.
Who are the others? I am not them. Why is there blood on this? Why is there blood on this target? What are y'all doing? I mean, I see that. Syrian camp. Leader. The mods let you play it faster, so you don't play it as much. Yeah, it was like a very slow-paced game. Like, just like going around the map and stuff was just slow as fuck.
Just flap your arms and zip around in there. Maybe bang some hot fade ladies.
No, such behavior attracts the attention of demons.
Demons shit up everything.
How do you know that banging hot fade ladies attracts demons, Solus? Yeah. I would describe it as like base game as being like a single player RPG that kind of had the gameplay of a like MMO, I guess. Arden Hightown, Chapter 2 by Varric Tetris. Oh. Won't these bandits be happy to know that we brought Varric to see them? But, like, it was still a good game. But, like, I remember... Like, I hadn't even finished the game. And, I had, like, 90 plus hours in the game. And I don't even know how far into it I was, either. And that was also, like, pre-DLC, too. Magistrate Dunwald's butler had the air of a man who had never risen before dawn in his life. Same, dude. He stared down his nose at Donan Brennikovic and his Brennikovic and his partner Javelin, as if he were on some lofty balcony above them instead of standing in the parlor in his dressing gown. The magistrate is indisposed. This can wait until a reasonable hour. He gestured for the guards to see themselves out. The magistrate is dead, Donnan corrected him. Wake the household. As the butler left, Javelin shifted uneasily in his new armor. Shouldn't the captain be here? You want to go back to the barracks? Be my guest, Donnan said with a shrug, only half listening as he studied the collection displayed in the room. A dozen ancient swords lay nestled in display cases, protected from dust and prying fingers. He moved to lift the lid of the nearest one. Javelin started to protest, but then the doors opened. She had eyes the color of topaz and dark hair that fell across her brow like sword strokes. She strolled into the parlor with such dignified elegance that Donnan didn't realize for several minutes that she was clad in a housecoat and not a ball gown. You have news about my husband? What's Seamus done this time? Forget to pay his bill at the Rose? She seated herself and indicated the guards do the same. Donnan nodded at the recruit to speak up. Javelin said, No, Lady Dunwald, actually. She interrupted him with a wave. Mariel, please. Lady Mariel, your husband has been murdered. Donnan took over for the flustered recruit. When did you see him last? Mariel stared at him, her jewel-colored eyes wide and her voice cracked on, Murdered? Seamus? But a heartbeat, maybe two, passed, and she again became the perfect picture of noble grace. I saw him at dinner, she answered in a tone anyone might use to comment on the weather. He left before dusk. He said he was going to play Wicked Grace with the Comte de Favre. Do you know of anyone who might have wanted him dead? Javelin asked softly. People want magistrates dead on principle. She gave a wry smile, but her voice grew pained. Criminals, political rivals, even people in his district who disagreed with him. She drifted off, lost in thought, and then turned to Donnan, eyes blazing. A week ago, a letter came. Vague threats. I thought it was nothing, but it upset Seamus. Who sent it? Donnan asked. It wasn't signed, but the seal was 6 crossed swords. Six crossed swords, eh? What does it mean? Find out on the next chapter. Got puppers. Why'd they attack? Didn't like me hopping around for some reason. Oh, that didn't take forever to load. Okay.
So you would challenge the blades of Hissarion?
I represent the Inquisition.
You killed soldiers of the Inquisition. We cannot let this stand.
You want justice? Claim it.
Not the uppers.
Provided no one stabs you in the back on the way out.
Why would they do that? Hello?
Your worship, the blades of Hissarion are at your service. If you want eyes on the coast, here we are.
Alright. Blade, what can you tell me about the Blades of Hissarion?
I've not heard of the Blades of Hissarion.
Our work is often misunderstood, but we serve Andraste and whoever proves worthy of wielding us.
You work for me now.
You and your blades are loyal to the Inquisition?
We're loyal to you. I suppose that's the same thing, your worship.
It's that simple.
So there's no ill will over what happened with your former boss?
The man was a bastard. You're not the first to stand up to him. You're just the first to win, and we're happy with that. Besides, I would rather swear my life to the Herald of Andraste.
Fair enough. Anything to report?
Do you have anything to report?
Nothing of note, your worship.
Okay.
I should go.
Safe travels, your worship.
Nice. Agent acquired. Oh, is that Andraste?
You alright?
I was just a girl, but I remember them, you know.
I know. We'll be safe here.
Oh, that wasn't there before.
See? I told you.
Alright.
The conversion of Hissarion. Beloved Andraste, sit well at the Maker's side and know my sorrow, for my heart was weak until it served your greater glory. As she was my enemy, I needed the word of the betrayer, and so sentenced her to die. Thus she was bound upon the pyre, so that all might bear witness. But as the prophet burned, a silence fell, for though flame licked mortal flesh, she would not cry. The hearts of the people filled with shame, and all were silent with her. I thought it defiance, and, though I marveled at her strength, my heart was yet unmoved. It was then the prophet raised her eyes, her visage wreathed with sacred flame. It was then I saw her sorrow and her acceptance. I felt the flame eat mine own flesh. I felt its slow death upon me and knew her suffering. Through flame I walked and drove the sword into her heart. And so the prophet was released. The Maker whispered in my ear, and I knew I had become the instrument of his will. An interpretation of the conversion of Hissarion, written in 734 Storm, claims that it draws from a text written by Hissarion himself, remain unconfirmed. Kind of reminiscent of the Roman who stabbed Jesus as he was being crucified. A bitter note. A note presumably penned by the Blade's former leader. Do not care what the Inquisition claims. They lie to serve their own purpose. Do not listen to their corruption. These hills belong to the Blades of a Hissarion, and have I not been good to you? You follow my will, as you would the will of Andraste. So you have sworn. Bit of an asshat, that guy. Bit full of himself. Initiation for the Blades of Asarium. The oath sworn by new converts to the leader of the Blades of Asarium. You were lost, as were we all. Grant me purpose. You were unhearing, as were we all. Let me obey. You are the sword, as are we all. Wield me in her name. Guys, close than the others. Thought he might be like, you know, a bit of a other thing. There in the camp, and it's a picture of a church, I guess. Let's start making our way over to that. Yeah, there. So we're no longer gonna have to face Sarian Blade people on the map. We're gonna be getting less XP.
Okay, that's badass. Let's try not to get eaten, shall we?
Level 10. Aw, the dragon left. Oh, he's gonna throw that at me. Alright, he's just straight up dead. He was like on his hurt his little footsie. Slayer. Pooped out some ribs. What does this smell like? Very bloody. Very much needs to go to a doctor.
The waking sea. Somewhere across all that water is Kirkwall.
Indeed. Oh, I'm not like all the way behind this. another cave. But not a cave. Two ends. I mean, a little deep stock. They're not even that deep. They're kind of just on the surface. Did one deep stalker have two deep stalker hides? And a lot of loot. Ah! Alright, wrong. Schaefer's Rampart. Oh, there's these right above me. Was this the one that I already got? No, that one was over here. This is just like in here. Oh. Oh, it's above. What the fuck? You wearing? Bunch of enemies out here. Alright, how do I get up here? Are they up there? Oop. Actually, like, climb up this. This point, we climbing that. These games are like stories from books, but on video game skin instead of paper. Neat. Yeah, I mean they're role-playing games, like Mass Effect if you ever played them, or Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale. That genre of games. Definitely one of my favorite genres. Usually single player. Great Cove. Game's also from like 2014. What do I need to make? Is that fucking Constellation? Constellation, Servani. Referred to as the Chained Man in common parlance, the constellation Servani is traditionally represented by a man dragging a heavy chain behind him. This is thought to be an ancient Tevinter representation both of Andorral, the old god of slaves, and of the Tevinter system of slavery itself. The representation of Servani has been used by the Trisalis Guild for well over 2,000 years, according to their claim, and is visibly imprinted upon the armor of both juggernauts, the giant golems guarding the gates to the city of Minrathous. From A Study of Theodosian Astronomy by Sister Oren Petrarchius. Oh. One is that way. Not too far. And it's that way. That's kind of where I need to go. Which? That'll mage cowl. Venture hat. Ring of guard penetration. Woo. Everknit wool. Iron. We've got too much iron. Way too much iron. Oh, we can actually have anti-venom now. Beef mace. Huh. As you also say, it's in the same like vein of games as like Skyrim, I guess. Fallout. No, with like party-based combat rather than it's like single person. Just you on your lonesome. Be like a merchant. I wanna like have to travel all the way back. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know if these even have merchants at them.
Nothing to report, sir.
I mean, that's good, I guess.
Report, sir.
Yeah. For the first time. I don't know where to sell anything here. Rip. I could travel here. Maybe they have something. Like, look around.
Did you borrow my knife?
What can we do for you?
Nothing, since I
Safe travels,
can't
Your Worship.
sell you anything.
Iron Bull. I understand that among your people you are... What is the term?
Ben Hasrath. Secret police. Spies, basically.
You spied upon your own people.
Is that so different from Orlais or Ferelden? They have all kinds of people policing them.
What they say and do, yes. Not what they think.
What you think is what you say and do.
No. Even the lowliest peasant may find freedom in the safety of her thoughts. You take even that.
Out of identical people here. Okay, yeah, I'm not finding any sort of merchant I can sell things to. In that case, I'll make a save. So that we then go to the foiled map and go to Haven. I doubt this game has mechanics where it's like, yeah, if you leave the area without like completing all the shit, like you miss out on stuff. Hopefully. Unlike like Baldur's Gate 3, where if the game auto saves, you basically know that there's like a timed event going on. Where if you leave the area or take a rest, it just like advances. Like the next step, I guess. Really? Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 has something like that. It's a slight countermeasure to combat against just
I run a business, not a charity.
long resting before every encounter, so that you're like topped off on everything, all your abilities and whatnot. Oh wait, actually, can I equip everybody from here? I can. Sick. got nothing for you, Sarah. What about weapons? Slightly better bow for you. Restriction, not Varric. Or damage bonus. God, the Dalish bows are so fucking thick. Some items on you, I guess. Throwing blade. Toxic. I just sold all the hats, didn't I? Yep. Good job, me. Black wall. Can't even use these. What the fact that they're supposed to be like fucking Grey Warden shit. Rip, dude. Reaper's Rampart. Crafted from a resilient northern champion. For a resilient northern champion, not from a champion. This shield embodies its namesake and his proven approach to victory. Whether stony plain or caged court, don't wait. Rely on the spurs. The big fundamental should push power forward. Fight the fight in front of you until your better is best. A shield that sets an example grounded not in extremes of alignment, but in the perseverance that everyone who steps into battle must have. That's it. Just looks like a normal ass sword. One-sided blade. It looks like it has two sides. I've already given you stuff. Right. Vivian. Or Lesson Hannon. Game's not wanting to load in her image. Accessories, we'll give you a Firestorm. The only one we can give. Big Rip. Registers. He has been on Vivian. Okay. Add a sigil. Game's not loading in graphics and stuff. Just waiting for my armor to just like randomly hop in. Okay, a lot of stuff isn't popping in actually. That's not good. That's not good. God fucking damn it. I must have like some sort of mod conflict going on. I'm not sure. What's going on? Stuff stopped loading in from both like the menus and just like traveling around the map. People weren't loading in and whatnot. Game assets. I wonder if there's like a specific mod that might be breaking shit. It's always fun. Kind of like the same problem that I was having with the game on Tuesday. So I think the game just like broke. It completely broke. Yeah, the loading symbol. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have pressed continue. I should have probably tried going for an earlier save rather than the latest one, since that one might be glitched. We'll see if it loads in. Yippee. Risk it, you might get a basket. Biscuit. Okay. Game loaded in. And hey, it's the armor there. And okay. So yeah, before those flags and stuff were black and gold, but now I removed the mod that made them that way. It would also like change some people's armors as well.
Blissa wants to know if you have anything that can make tavern food taste a little more exotic.
If I had something with that kind of power, I'd be retired and living like Empress Celine.
Fair enough. Okay. He loaded in. That's good. Just make sure the character models load in. Oh, good now. We'll see. Vivian. It's Vivian who's glitched. We're not good. There's supposed to be people over here. That glitch. Might be Vivian that's glitched. Though I did notice that getting rid of that Inquisition texture mod had things load in much quicker. Though there is also the possibility that I just loaded into a glitched save. It is also likely. Fingers crossed. Yeah, the game's not even like able to load back into the fucking main menu. Maybe if I get rid of outfit mod for Vivian. Maybe that's what it is. So then I have to delete my mod data. Launch. Still thinks the game's playing. Now I need to wait a minute. Feels bad, man. My real way to figure out if it's a mod that's causing it is to just remove mods one at a time. You figure out which one's the problem. Which I think it might be the Vivian ones. Didn't have any problems before having Vivian. And it seems to fail to load Vivian's character model. So that might be what's causing it. 99 problems and then glitches 1. Yup. Alright, come on, EA. Register the fucking game is being closed, please. Unable to launch process as there's already a running process. No, there isn't. Anyways, this is why EA is a terrible company. Smile. 100% EA's fault. Definitely not the fault of me modding the game to oblivion. Like, definitely not. All EA's fault. Okay, now it's loading. Now it's launching. Now let's reinstall the mods. It's just gonna take like 2 minutes. There's now slightly less of them. If it breaks, that means it's past its warranty. Yeah. I mean, worst comes to worst. Dragon Age Veilguard comes out, and I have to make choices for what happened in Inquisition blind, not knowing what those choices actually mean. Which, I mean, I guess would be a surprise playthrough. But Veilguard doesn't come out until, like, sometime in autumn. Sometime in the fall. What day does the Rogue Trader DLC come out? Was that August 8th? Oh, hold on. Piece of news. That's like Void Shadows DLC, new release date. They rescheduled it. Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Yesterday. Today that we are sad to announce that the release of the Void Shadows DLC is being moved from August 8th to September 24th. Oh. And putting everything we have into the development of it, but we now see that while the new additions to the game are awesome, the technical quality is not quite there yet. That's why we've decided to spend some additional time on polishing and eradicating anything that might spoil your experience as you investigate the darkest corners of your void ship or romance a new companion. We apologize for the delay in the delivery, but we hope you understand our reasoning. Fair enough. They did do like a pretty major overhaul of combat, and I imagine that broke a shit ton of things in Rogue Trader. Alright, game is launching. Big rip. That might conflict with Veilguard now. We'll see. I don't think there was ever a confirmed release date announced for Dragon Age Veilguard. Rogue Trader's a CRPG, like Baldur's Gate, so I'm like 4/5 of the way through story-wise, so who knows how long that would take. But I mean, like, I guess it'll probably be more less bug prone than this is. This is a 10-year-old game. Ooh. It's loading in, and so far it's not looking promising. Just title sequence. Ooh. Ooh. This is oh. Of course, it fixes itself right as fixes myself right as I switch back to the game screen. But they were chonky moving, like very laggily moving. I don't know what save I just loaded into, by the way. We'll see if we're able to load in at all. Gotta keep an eye on this little symbol in the corner. That freezes. That means the game broke. Okay. Okay, characters are in. That's good. Promising.
Anything you can.
Now I need to sell things again. Or not. Oh no, this is buying. Doi. Wait, what? Can I do that? Buy back. Apparently I need to buy these back. Didn't complete a thing. Moment of truth. Iron Bowl loads. Eric loaded in. And has a hat for some reason. Solus loaded in. It has a hat for some reason. Vivian, loaded in. Okay. So far, so good. Alright, that's all of the characters loaded in. That's good. Right now, we're winning. Okay, the armor loaded in immediately. That's good. Another good sign. Now we have to equip stuff again. And we can lower the amount of stuff I have in my inventory. Here, have a hat. Okay. Where's Vivian's hat? We'll get her one yet, at some point. Or actually, she has a fancy hat. Gives her horns. A bit eccentric, but you do you, girl. Can give her an ugly hat. Not that. Those. We use Solus as our mage. So give him that. The hat shouldn't be loading in right now. I'm supposed to have there's supposed to be like a toggle in the settings that allows you to turn the hats off, because I find that hats very often just look kind of goofy. Like that. On Varric. You still need them for the stats, you know? Oh yeah. Iron bubble. Okay, he can't wear hats. His horns get in the way. Fair enough. Fair enough, my man. I don't think he even has those abilities, but we'll give them to him anyways. Reverse Viking helmet. You don't even need a Viking helmet. That's how cool he is. Need to keep those. Alright. Go back out here. Alright, they actually popped in. That's good.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
I think it might have been the Vivian clothing retexture that was doing it. How'd you know he's a Templar?
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Kanari learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
The things we do for textures.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Eliana's our leader. We got Cassandra. Colin commands the troops. Perhaps actually, do we need one?
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's going to be time to make decisions. Someone's going to have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Fair enough.
Can I help you?
Tell me about the Ben Hashrath.
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hashrath.
Ben Hashrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
Re-educators?
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
Spooky. Really that easy?
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily.
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. Always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
That is revolting.
The re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
None sounds like you.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
That sounds difficult.
I can't imagine that was easy.
Nope. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Even knowing what they did?
You'd heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hashrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
Means I got to meet you. Wow.
That's, damn.
You did ask. Anyway, nice talking with you.
Saharan.
Can I help you?
I'm about Qunari.
I'd like to know more about the Qunari.
You writing a book?
They sound interesting.
What I've heard about them sounds fascinating.
What you've heard was mostly horse shit. All right, what do you want to know?
How do they govern?
How do the Qunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Qunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice, and the military keeps the Qunari safe from outside threats.
Is there much dissent?
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Qunari, the Bin Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
Do you not marry?
I've heard there's no marriage among the Qunari.
Yeah, that's true. Qunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Qunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
What?
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Huh. That's bizarre.
Sometimes I think I understand how different the Qunari are. And then I talk to you.
Yep. Still, it's more fun here. Fewer rituals, more making it up as you go along. Plus, you folk have redheads. Redheads.
He knows what he wants, at least.
How is everyday life different for Qunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Val Royeaux gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Q. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
Except that baker isn't free.
It can't be exactly the same. The Qunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Val Royeaux has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her 'cause it's stale? Same crap in Val Royeaux. People are just people.
Fair enough. How's it growing up?
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Bin Hasrath.
You didn't choose your job?
So the Qun decided what work you would do. You didn't get a choice.
I could have acted like I didn't like hitting things, I guess. But why would I do that? I was good at my work. I liked doing it. Far as I can tell, the Tamasrans made the right call.
How do you know what to choose? Role-playing. And if they just fell to the Qun?
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Qunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages... Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the Qun? Or Vivian doing her political bullshit? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated, drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
What does Qunari mean?
The word Qunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The
I have no
humans and
religion.
elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Qunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
Those who predate the Qun?
What about Qunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Okay, okay.
Can I help you?
Why the name Iron Bull? But like also, if like in the middle here, there's like little symbols. The question mark one means just like it doesn't advance dialogue. It's just like a lore bit.
So, how did
And there's
you
like
get
a
the
few
name
other symbols.
Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why that name, though?
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
Fair enough.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Should be saying the bull. Hello, Krem.
Can I help you with anything?
How can we use you?
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Tell me about the charges.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Best company you'll find from here to the Enderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Magic trees is what I'm curious about, but I guess... What are your
Do
abilities?
the charges specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the Chief goes wherever he can hit something.
You follow rules?
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
And we have an interesting job.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The Chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Why the squirrels?
We'll talk later.
What the squirrels doing?
Good day to you.
Alright. Now that the game is fixed. Take a save here. And we're gonna end it for tonight. As I usually stop at around 20 minutes ago. But wanted to fix the game and make sure it worked. Which it seems to be doing now. So we should be good. For next week, it is. But for now, shall end it here for today.